Most young people fall into one of two buckets. With the first one, there's the people who have everything mapped out and have a grand plan of how the next 40 years are supposed to go. On the other hand, there's the people who feel really lost and are constantly second-guessing themselves, feeling like they're behind their peers because they don't have everything planned out. But both groups are usually mistaken in at least a few areas. We're young, there's no way we're going to have everything figured out already. So today I want to share 3 articles and their key takeaways that should help provide some meaning and direction in your life. I found all 3 of these to be super valuable. Let's jump into it. So the first essay is How to Do What You Love by Paul Graham. The title of this essay is pretty self-explanatory, but it's about how to find work that you love. And one of the points that Paul makes is that finding work that you love is actually pretty difficult. I think oftentimes people make it seem like it isn't, with this kind of follow your passion advice that people say it and act like you should just immediately know what to do with that and go and do it, but it's actually much more difficult than that. And most people actually don't find work that they love. A lot of people dislike their jobs. So if you feel stuck or like this is a difficult thing to do, don't worry. It is, so you probably should feel like that. Another big point is to not worry about prestige. Prestige is essentially the opinion of the rest of the world. It's them trying to tell you what they think you should do, what would look good on a resume, instead of what you really enjoy doing. One quote he says that I really like is, "Tediousness is not the defining quality of work," meaning work doesn't have to be boring. It's just that school made it seem like it did because for a lot of people, including many of your teachers, work just actually was boring. And a key way to apply this that he gives is when you're trying to find out what you like, always produce. Otherwise, it's very easy to tell yourself, oh, I'll write that novel in 5 years once I get the time. But once you get there, you may find out that you don't actually like writing novels. You just wished that you did. If you're always producing, then you're always getting feedback about what sorts of things you actually enjoy, and you're not just using laziness as an excuse. All right, the second essay is The Strenuous Life by Theodore Roosevelt. And this essay is all about how you don't actually want life to be easy. A lot of people think they do. It seems like that's how it should end up. But what you'll realize is that an easy life isn't satisfying. It leaves you bored and depressed and tired and feeling like you're not progressing at all. You're just existing. And so whatever you do, you should be working hard. This doesn't necessarily mean that you're working all the time. You don't want to do that either. But you also don't want to sit back and be comfortable all the time because then you're not growing, you're not progressing, and your life won't have any meaning. One quote he has in there that I really like is, "It's hard to fail, but it's worse to have never tried to succeed." Which really just goes back to the main point of the struggle is what makes it worth it. The skills you build and the character you develop through struggle give your life meaning and make you a better person. And the third and final essay in this video is The Tail End by Tim Urban. I've already made a video about this essay on my TikTok account, so you can go check that out if you like it. This essay showed me that it's really helpful to visualize just how short life is and how the opportunities to do the things you care about aren't as plenty as you might initially think they are. One big takeaway here is that your priorities matter a lot. And if you don't prioritize your own life, someone else will do it for you. And don't take opportunities to spend time with people you love for granted. It's easy to do that sometimes, but those are really, really important and one of the fundamental experiences of being a human. We're social creatures. We're meant to connect with people. So don't miss out on that. Okay, so links to these full articles are down below. I'd highly recommend checking them out if you found any of these tips interesting, and I'll see you next time.